They recommended this thing on my YouTube, Talk Fast, Talk Smart, by the guy who does the business into college at Stanford. Right? I got disinterested. Yeah, the first thing I missed all the ofs too, y'all. I, I was looking, I looked, so it's three. It's three F's. No, there's six. Oh, of. Okay, shit, I didn't even see those. I wasn't paying attention. So you gotta be on your game, right? Gotta make sure you get all the F's, right? So I was like laughing, going, damn, I didn't even see those in of. Yeah, I looked at okay, there's three, right? He goes, no, there's six. Oh, of. Shit, I always had trouble with that word. When I was in, because I was raised with Spanish speakers, and it's phonetic, I almost on, right? And so of, I'd be like, O-V, O-V, you know what I'm saying? So when words don't make any sense to me phonetically, I had trouble spelling them when I was a kid. Uh, and so it was interesting to me. I was always like, it's weird. But it was just me connecting to the people and, sounds and things like Haile Selassie said, about tomato, tomato, potato, potato, Did you understand what the fuck I was saying? Well, then, let's flow with this. And it's more about just communicating and communicating well. And I got disinterested and turned it off. Yes, why? Because he's business. He's talking about money. He's not communicating well. Forgive that. Trespass, love one, half, half, peace. Can someone say it in Mandarin? Okay, Cantonese. There we go. Okay, Japanese. Thank you. Wait, we're gonna miss. Wait. Okay. Just speaking to Dutch. Okay, do we all get forgive that trespass, love one? How do you say it in Spanish? Espanol, gracias. Navajo. Okay, there we go. We're communicating. Now we're doing things right. Right? And when we're doing things right, it's real easy to communicate. Okay? If you say one thing and you do another, it's hard for people to understand what the fuck you're talking about. But you say it. It's like that pleasure pain thing on Star Trek with the guys and the women on the planet and shit, you know what I'm saying? There will be pain. It's like, it's all I want. I think women are just mad at us because they have to give childbirth and it hurts. And we have to sit there and go, I'm sorry it hurts, baby. Okay. And then that one guy, if we could do it for you, we would. It's like, I don't know if we'd all pass. I remember being honest about that. I was like, no, man, I don't think we'd all pass, gallstones, kidney stones and say, oh, yeah, this is my kid. I think if it was your child and you had to live and it depended on it, then men would go, okay, I can do that. Right? If it was giving birth to a child and the child's life depended on it, yes. I've gone through horrible forms of cancer and abuse to prove my point and then get the technology to understand me and then assimilate to me as opposed to people abusing me with cancer. Okay. So yeah, I guess I said that we wouldn't do that and I was like, I didn't lie. I just like, I didn't see it that way. Yeah. If it was for my children to live and us to live through me loving my wife, well then yeah, I would go through hell and all kinds of pain to make sure that we're healthy and we live good lives and we reduce pain. And, I can't do nothing about childbirth and make it more comfortable for women once we're living the Lord's Prayer. Okay, I can't do nothing about that. Okay, I'm not magic. And epidurals, I think when you're healthy enough and stuff like that, it's healthier not to give birth without an epidural. Okay, because epidurals can cause problems. Okay, and since it does that, we love our wives. Amy insisted. Steffi didn't. She did it without. Okay. And so, and Amy had 5. Steffi had 1. Right. And there's just a lot of things that were abusive with the medical industry and people denying the Lord's Prayer for me. One that were very hard on my Susie Bear. That always kind of distressed me because I know it affects her and the kids. And I know Natalie's not my seed, and I know Crumb's not, and I'm pretty certain Kay's not. The two that there are questions where it could be are Noah and Emily. And even then she was out messing around, so you can never be for sure. But I never let that bother me. And I never let that mean, they ain't my kids, you fucking hoe. I didn't do that. Because they were my kids. Now I lost Patrick, who I'm pretty certain, unless the Pentagon did some kind of shenanigans while I was at work and Steffi was sleeping at Miriam's, that Patrick's my biological kid. Well, I lost my biological kid to bullshit with my mother-in-law, my ex-wife, and my second wife. And I didn't let that turn me into an angry monster. And then when we moved there to New Mexico and I thought about writing a book about it, I said I couldn't do it because I'd become rich and famous and people even probably make made for TV movies about me. But it would destroy my family. But Amy didn't care because I'd make lots of money and she'd get some of it. And she'd have lots of money and she could go have sex with guys that would have sex with her, just try to get her money and possibly kill her to get her money. But it's, it's the eye of the tiger, it's the thrill of the fight, rising up to, she had brain damage because of all the people that she dealt with, especially, it got worse when we went to Fort Huachuca, people she was having sex with in Cochise County. Some of the worst piles of shit in the history of the world. Obviously, they're all terrified of me. So one of the guys she probably had an affair with came in, he got scared shitless of me. So I'd go get the gun. He was from New York. I'd go get the gun because bring the gun. I was the type of guy. You bring it, like I told Edna's, baby daddy. You bring that gun, you better know how to use it. Otherwise, I'll use it to shove up your ass and Jackson Pollock the ceiling with your brain particles. That's what they would always do. Oh, okay. You better snipe me, Lee Harvey Oswald. Okay. James Earl Ray. You better be complete bitch. You better be the bitchiest bitches of all bitches. You better go Paris to my Achilles, bitch, or I will fuck you up. I don't care. I will fuck you up. And now life's eternal, grace is infinite. And it's not about fighting or killing or winning football games. It's the word. In the beginning, there was the word, right? All praise be to God. Live and love like the Messiah. Oh, in case you guys are wondering, see, that's my grandparents on my father's side. That's Mary and Frank. Okay. That's Mom and that's Mary Ann and Ralph right there. That's a portrait I did of Steve Biko, and that's one of Haile Selassie. Okay. One, the yellow. Okay. So, in case any of y'all was wondering, that's my Uncle Donald right there. I left that up because this was my grandma's place that she lived in before she passed away, in a bed over right here in this corner. Okay, in a rented hospital bed. Pretty sure the window was open, so I don't have to worry about her ghost from the Navajo people saying you got to tear down the place and move out of it. Oh my, I don't let that stuff bother me. If you have the ghost of your ancestors trying to survive hell, you just help them understand someday we will live in the kingdom of heaven. Okay, because it's righteous, it's right, and superstition is wrong, right? Okay. So don't let superstition. I know things like that. If there was a disease in the Hogan, and you stay in the Hogan, you can die from the disease too. Okay, so there's always some kind of pragmatic reason why people do things, like the good Navajo with the bad Navajo with Jim Chi, and coming in with Bernie Manuelito during the eclipse. Because if you look at it, you could go blind, and so that leaves a lasting effect on people eternally through passing on good information, so you don't do its own damn self. Right? You see what I'm saying? It's like that guy, that geologist in Sierra Vista that talked to me, about, they had all that ore in those mines and they never minded, anything that superstitious people do that lines up with science is sheer luck. And I'm like, dude, we're all scientifically evaluating, equating. Everything that we do has a mathematical perception and understanding to it, be it through ignorance and then trying to compensate for our ignorance, or through intelligence trying to compensate for other people's arrogance, right? So it's real easy to get through this stuff and understand how to be beautiful, how to stay beautiful, how to remain beautiful, and how to share beautiful eternally by really loving one another, right? Okay, do you understand? Oh, I just got real inspired. I watched First Take. The little Molly girl's cute. Yeah. She looks like girlfriends that I wanted to keep as girlfriends for wives for life. Yeah, she's a cutie pie. She's dumb. They all dumb as a box of rocks, yo. They all dumb as a box of rocks. Both the girls on there are cute, They have to be on TV, right? I'm just kidding around. It's not true. What about some women aren't as physically attractive, but they have to fit a niche for marketing? It does not have to do with the fact, like, we're giving opportunities to physically not as attractive people so they can make money too, because ugly people got to eat too. And ugly people have sex and have kids too. It's like, what's ugly to you? Beautiful is what you do, right? Can you stand up for a Lord's Prayer? How many, quote, sexy people on TV right now and on the internet is standing up for the Lord's Prayer? Well, of course, excluding me being the sexiest, right? You know what I'm saying? And my bedroom voice and everything. Put on your red dress, some of that perfume sure looks good on you. You got me saying, my. You sure look good tonight. Hey, baby, you look absolutely beautiful tonight. I would just love to stay home with you instead of take you out and show you off, because I want the other guys to get mad and try to, hurt me to get to you like they used to do when I played basketball and shit when I was a kid, But just stay home and celebrate the beauty of you and babies living through us through you. We can listen to Paul Anka records and shit, yo. and some Luther Vandross, some Johnny Mathis. I got some Anita Baker. I got Nancy Wilson, I got Dinah Washington. I got Claude Debussy. All right, Or we could just turn it all off and listen to you, which I would prefer. Anybody else love their lover's size? I do. Miss that. Yeah, it's been shit. Last time I had sex was Amy's trying to convince me that I got her pregnant with Chrome, and that was back in March of 2010. That's the last time I ever had sex with a woman. And then it wasn't that great because she was trying to convince me that some other guy that fucked her that I conceived the baby, and that's what kind of sucked. Because of Fort Huachuca, not because Amy's a monster. Amy was just being abused by monsters and made her feel like one. She's cute. She has a wonderful voice. She has a great voice. Oh, yeah. So Steffi, very different. Steffi's is sultry and rich and deep, and Amy's sounds like Betty Boop. She's calling them like Jennifer Tilly type voices. You're like, but okay. She's, wow, comes out of that big boom boom package. Yeah, I have both my wives. I found you very attractive, and even to this day, I wouldn't find them unattractive or sexually undesirable if they were able to repent, and go and sin no more. Because that's just the type of man I am. Well, you got that. I love my babies, man. I don't hold a grudge because I'm not a vindictive little person. I'm a very caring, loving person that understands life's eternal grace is infinite. Without forgiveness, we will destroy each other. Okay, guys? I love you very much. I'm going to go shoot some hoops and collect some pecans, y'all. All right? Peace.